Hello YouTube, what's up? Atrocious gameplay. The VMax Rising was posted and translated on Poke Beach. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. We're going to be doing a competitive analysis with chat here. My trusty chat. I guess they're down below me on the screen, but we're gonna talk about what's going on with this set. We're gonna look at all these cards. There's some very interesting cards, including this first couple. But yeah, we do have G-Max Lapras and Snorlax with their G-Max forms, so hope everybody here is having a good day. The first card, Caterpie. First card, Caterpie. Now this is very, very interesting. Kyle brought this up last night. So both Caterpie and Metapod in this set have an ability that says they can evolve the first turn. They can both evolve the first turn that you play it. First turn of the game, first turn that you play it. You have these two down, you get an evolution incense in your hand, bam, slap this puppy on. You get an evolution incense in your hand, boom, slap this puppy on. So Butterfree, this is the card that we really want to look at as part of these. So Butterfree is 140. Panic Poison, 30 damage. Your opponent's Pokemon is now poisoned, burned, and confused. And that's just for one grass, so that's not horrible, especially if you can pull off the turn one combo. Though I'm not sure how like viable that is. I guess you would want to go second, right? So you can play like a greens. No, because you wouldn't play green. I don't know what you would do. Yeah, and Turffield Stadium's gonna help this out, which is right here, which we'll look at later. But it helps out with all of these grass Pokemon. So Shuckle, gather berries, shuffle 5 basic energy cards from your discard pile into your deck. That's pretty nice, actually. I kind of like that. It's real cheap. It's just a colorless. You can put it in any deck if you're afraid. If you're afraid of like stall decks, getting rid of all those energies, boom, slap those puppies back in there. Hi, Kyle. Speaking of Kyle, Kyle is here. And then bind, 50 damage, flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is paralyzed. It's not that great. One of them excelled like 3 energies. Yes, that is the Unbroken Bonds one. I do know what you're talking about. Snover. Beat 20 energy, Razor Leaf, not very exciting. But the Abomasnow, Aroma Sleep, 80 damage. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep. No coin flips, nothing. It costs 3 energies, which is but for 80 damage, I don't know if this is going to necessarily be good because 80 damage and asleep. Malomana is heavy in the format. There's a couple like switch cards. People still play switch cards. You've got escape boards that you can use, I guess. I mean, if you're using this attack, then you have the energy to retreat. So I don't know if this would be super. I don't think this card will see play. But Grubbin, I saw this card art last night. Absolutely adorable. I love it. But it's just a Gnaw, 10 damage. Rillaboom V, going straight into the Rillaboom V. No Vikavolt. I think there's a Vikavolt in the electricity section. I'm just going down the line. Abomasnow is banned from getting good. Oh, yeah. Because they had like. Abomasnow had like an Unbroken Bonds that was also not that good. I remember that. So now we get into the Rillaboom. The Rillaboom and Rillaboom VMax. Here we go. So Rillaboom got a pretty good pre-release card. Now we're seeing if it's got a good V card. So Grass Forest Feast. We've kind of known about this card for a hot second, but this is my first time looking at the translation because these were posted in a magazine. Search your deck for up to 2 basic grass Pokemon and put them on your bench. Then shuffle your deck. Pretty interesting. I don't know with both Netball and Quickball, I don't know if this card by itself sees too much play. I don't know. But Woodhammer, 220 for 3 grass and a colorless. This Pokemon does 30 damage to itself while dealing 200 and 20 damage. So that is a lot of damage. You are putting it on yourself, putting yourself at 190 at least. I guess if you have the big charm, that kind of negates itself, so you're back at 220. So, obviously fire resistance, 3 retreat. VMax Rillaboom, the Dynamax. Scratch, 50 damage. That's kind of nice, though, that you can just get 1 colorless and do 50 damage on the field. I really like that. But for 3 grass and 1 colorless, so same cost as Woodhammer. Same cost as Woodhammer. 130 damage. You may discard up to 3 grass energies from this Pokemon. This attack does 50 more damage for each energy you discarded in this way. So this could be comboed really well. And I mean like really well off the big boy or off the pre-release Rillaboom. So maybe this does see play time in Rillaboom decks. When this comes out, I should say. Obviously not right away next Friday, a week from today, because this set doesn't come out until later. Like, this set comes out in Japan on February 7th. So we got a while before it comes to, like, America and stuff. But for all of you people that are getting it early in Japan, watching this, if there is anybody, leaks. So yeah, that is 150. So you're doing 280 damage consistently, right? Because you have this Rillaboom, you discard 3 energies, you get the baby Rillaboom, and that brings up 2 energies back. So if you get like 2 Rillabooms back up, it's really interesting. Oh, are we getting this in a tin? Ooh. Zacian is resisting, though. Does Zacian really resist do steel types resist grass? Oh my gosh, they do. I think that was part of the new changes. Yeah. Oh boy. So that means that it only does... That means that this only does 250 damage. Yeah, this can only do 250 damage at one time. Do we have anything that makes it... Do we have anything in the set that makes attacks stronger besides, like, Professor Kukui? Oh, wait. 250 kills Zacian? How much health does it have? Oh, yeah. The Vs have more, like... I think Zacian has, like, what, 240? Or something like that? You still one-shot even with a metal pan. Oh, 220. Yes, 220. Yeah. And so the metal pan would make it like a 250. So this would actually, yeah, it would still kill. Oh, man, that's actually really, really nice. And you can slap like the big charm on this to make it 360. You can put like Mallow and Lana's in this deck after you're all set up. Like, I think it's kind of nice. I mean, Zacian is running rampant right now in Japan. It'd be nice if you don't need the max. That is true. This card is really nice because it gives like variety, right? So you can discard, you can choose not to discard at all. You can just choose to keep slapping for a minimum of 130. Like, that's really good. That knocks out most everything baby-wise in the format. We're starting to get bigger and bigger baby Pokemon. So, like, I think Rillaboom has, like, 170. So, like, you're going to have to do that. Roxy plus Vitality Band. You could do Roxy for draw support. And then that spreads a little bit. So you could do, let's say, you could do like up to 200 damage on a single, I'm sorry, 300 damage on a single Pokemon. 310 with Vitality Band, right? 310 damage on a single turn. That's insane. That's really insane to think about. So let's go into the Appleton Flapple line. Wait a minute. Huh, I thought Kyle mentioned the other day Flapple, but I don't see it right here. Maybe it's in a different type. Continuous Tumble, 10 plus damage, flip a coin till you get tails. 30 damage times the number of heads. Busted if you can hit heads. Unfortunately, I cannot. Deadly Bee. Okay, I think I know why it timed you out, and it should not have timed you out, Deadly Beast, so I apologize for that. Wait, now I have no idea. Oh, you forgot. Oh, yeah. I see now. Never mind. Smite you. It definitely should have timed me out. I didn't read a specific word at first. Anyways, Delicious Scent. Appleton. I love this card. Not because of this. I love it because of... Wait, Kyle, this is Appleton. Kyle read me this ability last night. Once during your turn, you can flip a coin. If heads, choose one of your opponent's bench Pokemon and switch it with their active Pokemon. This is kind of cool. I think just based on like what I've been seeing, we're starting to see a lot more evolutions now because of Vs and VMAXs. People are playing a lot of those. No worries, Deadly Bee. Oh, the site had the wrong name last night? Oh, okay, I gotcha. Yeah, because this is Appleton. But yeah, this is almost, I should say. This is almost like Gloom. The Gloom from Unbroken Bonds that we see a lot in Aggro Expanded, where it's like slap a benched Pokemon on the field from your opponent's hand. Or slap a basic Pokemon on the bench from your opponent's hand. So this is kind of like that, except you can Gust, which is really nice at times. Oh, geez, the meme song. But the Rillaboom here, I don't know, this could pair well with Rillaboom. You could chase things as they're setting up. This could kill Doll's deck. At least more stealthy hoods are needed. Yeah. No, I agree. Like, because Kyle and I were playing... Okay, so the matchup last night that Kyle and I were doing was Stonejourner V, an Indeedee version, versus Morpeko Hit and Run. So it was really hard because I had to just constantly hit Dolls because I had nothing in the Gust. So part of the changes I made is I put like custom catchers in it. Like I put 3 custom catchers in it. We'll see how I feel about that, but that's where we're at right now. And I have some dirt in this sleeve I want out because these are competitive sleeves, but gonna avoid buying more Morpeko V. This is a set away. Yes. This is going to be the next English, or I guess I don't know. I don't really know what to call it. English or like non-Japan set. This is going to be part of the next one, but it probably won't happen until like what? April? Is it April or May that this would come out around? So Vulpix, 60 HP. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused. Just a colorless, but Ninetales. This art is beautiful. This is beautiful art. So for one, oh, both of them are just a fire energy. 30 damage. Your opponent's Pokemon has an ability. This attack does 90 more damage. Flickering Flames. 90 damage. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep. So this is interesting. Oh, this is a fire and 2 colorless. So this needs to be corrected on Pokebeach. Easy fix though, but I was gonna say this would be busted if it was just a fire and a fire, but it's fire and then fire double colorless, so I don't know. But yeah, this would be really nice for getting Zacian. So my next question is, do you tech this in like the so do you do like a 2-2 Ninetales line and then do one of each? Like one of the Gusting Ninetales and then one of this Ninetales? I don't know. Be really interesting because it does, you're right. It does KO a Panless. I mean, you could just like, you could Faba, Gust up, discard 2 fire energies, boom, knockout, 240. It's perfect. I don't know how many times you'll get that combo off because that deck plays barely nothing other than Welder, but I'm thinking of 0-1 with Ditto and Aurora energy. Oh. Wait, so then you would get rid of the gusting Ninetales? I don't know if I'd get rid of the gusting Ninetales. But I don't know. I honestly, I'm a horrible deck builder, so I'm a better player than deck builder. So Growlithe, now we're getting into the Arcanine line. Put a card from your discard pile into your hand if you flip heads. I like Odor Sleuth, pretty cool. But Arcanine, if this Pokemon has a Burning Scarf attached to it, it gets 100 HP, putting it at 260. I think we knew about this card, or at least the Burning Scarf. The Burning Scarf is like, attach it to the Pokemon, it's burned. Deadly Bee, welcome back. Just more deck than... Oh, okay. I got you, Glace. I got you. Yeah, you can just tech it in anything. That's true. Yeah, you could tech it in anything. Kind of like a counter box. So like a Xander Pero checkmate style thing where he teched like Frostlass or Dugong. You can put in the Ninetales. That's really interesting, actually. But this Arcanine is really interesting. You're going to have 260 HP. Deadly Bee, you missed it. We played Runeterra 2 days ago. It was crazy. I loved it. But Cinderace V, this is where we start getting into another starter. If there's a stadium in play, this Pokemon has no retreat cost. In this format, a lot of people are just playing stadiums. So even with like a Chaotic Swell, your opponent plays Chaotic Swell, which is probably what they're playing if they don't have any other like stadiums. All of your Cinderace Vs are going to have free retreat, so that's really nice. Fire, colorless, 140 damage, not bad. Does a lot of damage. Gets through a pan. No, it does not. Does not get through a pan. Never mind. That's untrue. Anyway, Cinderace VMax. 320. So, fire and colorless, counter 30 plus damage. This attack does additional damage equal to the amount of damage done by this Pokemon and attacks from your opponents. Okay, so this is interesting. So, VMAXs are super bulky, right? VMAXs are super bulky. And you can do like a lot of healing type stuff with them. Well, by a lot, I mean like Malolana, the potions. You can do Indeedee if you want to put liabilities on the field. But this is interesting that it has plus 30. It's not just like a, oh, same amount of damage, you know, like Mimikyu Copycat. This is Ansem. Same attack cost, basically, as that little Mimikyu. The only thing is it's an evolution, so I guess that's where this plus 30 plays a factor. But that's really cool. What does Rillaboom have? 330? Yeah. It's a worse outrage on Reshizard. Yeah, it is. Because you depend on what your opponent does and not how much is on you. So, like, you can kind of manipulate how much is on you with the Reshizard to be able to take, like, an exact knockout or to be able to heal enough to still knock out, but you can live the next turn. So, this is just like you take what was given to you last time. Grand Fireball, 170 damage. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now burned. So really, it's like 190 damage almost. Unless they've got like a Cobalion on the field, can't be affected by special conditions, things like that. Alright, now we go into Galarian Mr. Mime. Oh man, look at this Mr. Rhyme art too. So, Icy Wind, 10 damage, your opponent's active. A lot of stuff that makes you go to sleep. What the heck? We're only on card number 18, and I feel like we've seen 3 different cards that are like, your opponent's Pokemon is asleep. Like, do I just go buy Slumbering Weld now? Like, what do I... Then a watercolorless triple spin, 20 damage times. Flip 3 coins, the attack does 20 damage times the number of heads. Pretty okay. I hate coin flips, though. 110. This is a little small boy. But I guess it kind of makes sense. You go from 80 to 110. I would like to see this at like a 120, but ability, barrier free. As long as this Pokemon is in play, prevent effects of opponent's attacks done to all your Pokemon with an energy attached to them. What? Oh, this is just effects. This is just effects done to all of your Pokemon. Oh, so this would like completely counter Cinderace. This would 100% counter Cinderace, right? So like you slap this Mr. Rhyme down right here. You've got a, I don't know. You've got Gyarados out. You've got Gyarados out, and previous you did whack down for 180 damage, or I guess 90. So that would be 120. They're like gonna look and slap. Wow, 180 is a beefy boy. But you can absolutely prevent that and just make it 30. That's really cool. But yeah, this also makes you immune to Articuno GX and Pidgeotto control, which is crazy. Are we still looking for Gustavo Wada's or Xander Pero's list from Sao Paulo? Hopefully I'm still saying that right. Or hopefully I am saying that right. Yeah, that list is still not up yet. Jeez. Come on, Gustavo. Where you at? Gustavo Wada, if you ever see this, please post your list on the Limitless. I'm genuinely curious. But yeah, I really like this ability. I think it's really cool. I just wish it was a little bit more health, but I guess with an ability like this, you need to do that. Triple spin, 50 damage, 3. Oh, so this is just like this, except more damage. Busted card. Busted card. Well, I wonder how much play that'll see. And if it'll see play in like Frostmoth decks. Because you can attach energy like anywhere, because you have the Deluge Frostmoth. So you just spread your energy around. You pair it up with... Oh my gosh. Okay, so what you could do is you have a Mr. Rhyme, you have a Frostmoth, and you have a Quagsire. You can spread energy with Frostmoth everywhere on the field, and then your opponent can't do any shenanigan effects of attacks, right? Can't do any shenanigan effects, just base whatever the damage is listed on the big number on the card, and then you Quagsire wash out all of that energy to the active to, like, I don't know, a Pipstoise or Inteleon or something like that. Wow, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Although you have no way to move the energy around except if you switch and then wash out again, but that only gets up to the active. So maybe that ability, maybe that scenario, for instance, is not as good as I thought it was, but... Magikarp. Switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. Finally, a busted... Oh my god, I love this card. Look at this chonky face. Look at this chonky Pikachu. I'm absolutely in love with this card. I need this card. Look at this guy. That's awesome. Alright, 100? Yeah. And then you got the Gyarados. 3 colorless, rack down, 90 damage. This Gyarados has 180 health. That's huge. That's huge for a stage 1. This is easily the biggest stage 1 that we have in the set. Or in the history, right? Non-GX, non-ultra rare. This is the biggest stage 1. Because wasn't Rillaboom like the biggest stage 2 Pokemon ever? The pre-release Rillaboom? So like, wow. That's a lot of health. But water, colorless. Big Storm, 200 damage, discard any stadium. That's pretty cool. Oh, Caparajah has 190. Ah, interesting. So I take back my claim of this, but this is still really high. Still really high. It's almost as high as this basic Inteleon. Wailord has 220? Jeez, never mind. I'm just wrong, chat. Don't listen to me anymore. Just listen to what I'm saying about these cards in terms of what they actually read instead of anything. But thank you for correcting me, Glace. I always like learning and being 100% sure on things, so I appreciate you. In all seriousness. But here we go. Snipe Shot, the signature move of Inteleon. This attack does 40 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. 40 damage is not a lot, which is very interesting. 40 damage is not a lot. You're not really knocking anything out except Ditto, probably, right? Pidgeys have either 50 or 60, so I mean you could go Roxy, snipe out a Pidgey or Pidgeotto. That's not entirely out of the realm of possibilities. But I feel like we're pairing everything with Roxy and Weezings. So maybe I should go get some Roxys and Weezings before they absolutely spike up. But Water, Colorless, Aqua Report, 130 damage. Your opponent reveals their hand. It's kind of cool. Oh yeah, Joltik and Expanded. Although, would you... I don't know if you would play this card in Expanded, though. I mean, I guess time will tell, right? We have things like Aqua Patch, Brooklet Hill, different like water support cards in Expanded that make it a little bit more viable because Archie's... Oh, Archie's. Is Archie still good? I don't know. With the turn 1 supporter rule, I don't know if Archie still lives, but apparently the rumor is that things will be unleaked. Or, I mean, unbanned. So we'll see about that. Archie's is bad, you think? I think Archie's hurts a little bit, too. But that's just me. Inteleon VMax. 1 energy, Hydro Snipe. 60 damage. You may return an energy card from your opponent's active Pokemon to their hand. I don't know. I mean, this is interesting, right? This is interesting. But it's like the Team Yell Grunt. Is putting the energy back in their hand really that, like, necessary? I guess, maybe. Maybe it makes them 4 energies away instead of 3. Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily that good. Water, Colorless, Grand Bullet, 160 damage. Stack does 60 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So 60 damage is more in the realm of hitting your baby basics. But yeah, I don't think looking at this card, you know, Pikarom is going to be so good in the format. We already know that Pikarom is going to be so good. I don't think this card is going to see any playtime, really. Please unban Jetsis and Hex. We'll do a video. We'll like do the analysis later because I know that PokeBeach posted like somewhere. I saw this. It was on the side, like cards possibly getting unbanned. They have like a little forum, so we'll look at that later. Because I think Pokemon did leak that they were looking at unbanning some cards possibly for Expanded, which is crazy because of the new turn 1 supporter rule. But Cramorant, our favorite water bird, diving, 20 damage, flip a coin. If head, prevent all effects of attacks, including damage done to this Pokemon during your opponent's next turn. Hydro Pump. 50 plus damage. This attack does 20 damage for each water energy. We've seen this attack before, Hydro Pump. I think sometimes we just see it with waters, right? Instead of colorless. This is just colorless. But again, I don't know if this card really sees play. I think Cramorant V is more likely to get play because it is a Dedenne killer. But yeah, moving on to the Arrokuda line. Rain Splash, 20 damage, nothing special. Peck, 30 damage. Screwjet, 130 damage. Discard 2 water energies from your hand, or this attack does nothing. That could pair really well with energy retrieval, because we get that back in the format through the Sword and Shield base set. I guess, but like, I don't really see this card being very special either. I don't know. How much do you think Zacian will be? That's a really good question. That's a really good question, Bomb. Bomb, also welcome back into the stream. Let's see. I'm going to look up real quick what Zacian V is going for right now. Zacian V, what is that going? I know it's okay, so it's a $27 card market price. I know it's running wild in Japan. It's like 25% of decks in Japan are playing this card. Or no, it's more like 30 because people are playing it as a one of tech for Guardian. Amid other things with the draw support of the ability. So, I think it's going... I don't think it's going to be as popular as a tech in America and stuff when it comes out. And right now it's in this, like, pre-release hype of being so high. I think it's going to be around, like... I think it's going to be around between $15 and $20 a card. I really do. It's going to be more rare than an ultra rare, and I think it's going to be such a popular card. It's going to... Well, it's going to be more like Dedenne than Jirachi. Well, actually, I don't know. It'll be like the step under Dedenne and Jirachi, where people are like, these are cards that you can put in every single deck. Zacian is going to be right under there. It's really, really good, but I don't know if it's good enough to be like a Jirachi where you can put it in almost every deck. Alright, moving on to Lightning Pokemon, or as I like to call, Electric Pokemon. I don't know why they call it Lightning, but Heliolisk, I think I said that right. 30 damage, does 10 to itself. The Helioptile garbage. Heliolisk for 1 lightning, Eerie Impulse, flip a coin, discard an energy from your opponent's Pokemon. That's pretty cool. I don't know. I don't think we see it in stall decks or anything like that. Maybe, but it does just say your opponent's Pokemon. It does not specify what Pokemon, like the active or bench or something. So like, especially if you're playing something like Crushing Hammer, maybe this fits into a couple stall decks. I don't know. I think there's better. I think sometimes the card space is so tight in stall decks. I don't know if you can fit this, but that's just me. Going on to Charjabug. So this is Grubbin from the grass section over to Charjabug. Recharge. Search your deck for up to 2 lightning energy cards and attach them to this Pokemon. Then shuffle your deck. That's interesting. So we do have the Charjabug that makes it a special energy. So you could like combo that into this Vikavolt, which we're about to see right here. So Lightning, colorless. Which, if this is... it doesn't even need an attachment after you evolve. 60 damage to stack does 20 more damage times the amount of energy attached to all of your Pokemon. You could do like a Pachirisu. Like if you've got like a Snuggly... Wait. Does Snuggly Generator only work for Pokemon that have energy attached to them? Or I'm sorry, to, is it to all bench Pokemon, or is it just Pokemon that have Nuzzle? Because if it's any Pokemon, interesting. Because this can do a lot of damage. Because it's a stage 2, so it does like a high, it has a higher damage output than Raichu, but it's also, like I said, a stage 2. So I don't know if it's necessarily an upgrade to the Nuzzle deck. But you can use Vikavolts instead of Raichus. Though then again, you have to take out cards. Ooh. That right there. We'll read that in a second. 170 damage, does 30 to itself. That's where I'm like, maybe on this deck. 130 to itself, it only has 120. That's knocked out by a lot of things. And a lot of, like, small things, too. Boltund V, the first non-starter V card in this set that we're seeing today. I believe that's right. Anyways, Boltund. Good doggo. We do have Yamper in the base set, so that's why you don't see like a Yamper right before this. Because there will be a Yamper available. But Electrify. Search your deck for up to 2 lightning and attach them to your bench Pokemon in any way you like. Then shuffle your deck. So I think this is a better... This 10 plus damage. This attack does 30 more damage for each lightning energy attached to your Pokemon in play. All right, so let's map this out with the Pachirisu in a Nuzzle deck. So you got a Pachirisu. You got Pachi in the wait, no. Pachi's not going to be in the active. Wait, no. Let's say Pachi's in the active. You've got Emolga. Let's say a Boltund. And then let's just say Tapu Koko. Let's say Tapu Koko. Yeah, like Rayquaza GX. That's pretty interesting. So you got Pachi, puts 1, 2, 3. Well, you don't want to do the Koko. You'd likely pop the Koko for other things. So there's 2 more right there. Then you get like a second turn Pachi. What is that? And then you probably replace Koko Bench with another Pokemon, maybe like another Boltund. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 energies after you retreat on the Emolga. That's like all of your energies, right? But 11 times 30 is 330 damage. So it's doing 340 damage. That literally knocks out anything in the format. Although that is also like... That's also like an ideal scenario. So I don't know how many times you're actually going to hit 340. Maybe Boltund sees play in Nuzzle. The plus 30 is really nice. Plus 10 is not that nice. Or I'm sorry, the 10 base is not that nice. But the 30 extra for each is really nice. I can't remember off the top of my head how much Rayquaza does because like I didn't play in the format when I wasn't playing yet, I should say, when that deck was running rampant. So I don't know. I also haven't really played against it at all. But Toxel, 10 damage, flip a coin. Active Pokemon is now paralyzed. Another coin flip. But Toxtricity, no VMAX. Although we are getting a Toxtricity VMAX in a box, I believe, right? As a promo card. So that's really cool. Or is it just a V card? I think it's just a V. But this attack does 20 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. So it's really doing 30 to the active, and then it's spreading 20 around. So Kyle mentioned this the other day when we were hanging out, and he saw this post. He was like, oh my gosh, that's like Tapu Koko, because it costs 1 more energy, but he was like, this is like Tapu Koko, where it's 20 spread everywhere. It just happens to also poison the active as well. And then Hammer in, 90 damage. Oh, wait, no, this is 1 lightning. I apologize, I misspoke. This is 1 lightning. It's not Koko. Didn't Koko have, like, the flying flip? Oh, yeah, this is 2 retreat. But you've got the air balloon, right? So you just attach the air balloon. Boom. It's got free retreat, basically. I mean, then again, you have to make sure that it's not, like... Yeah, it is also stage 1. It's 1 lightning, so it's got like some things that were good for it, and then some things that were bad. But going in, now we're in the Psychic Club. Now we're in the Psychic Pokemon that also has Fairy. Don't forget. That's also got Fairy Pokemon. Koko was great because of its free retreat. Yeah, that's what I remember people talking about it. Again, that was during a time where I wasn't playing. Well, actually, the last moments of it was when I started playing because Weezing. Tug of War, whoa! Tug of War Twitch Prime for 3 months. Tug of War, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that Twitch Prime. How are you? Man, I should plug Twitch Prime right now, but I won't because y'all already know. Hope you're doing well. We're looking at the Japanese set that's coming out soon. But it being free retreat was what made the card so good. Yes, I do remember that, Deadly Bee. I remember that from the Weezing decks that I played against. But I'm glad you're doing well. I'm glad you're doing well. Been to any pre-releases lately that you pulled any good stuff? Because I didn't pull anything good. Anyways, Natu. Draw a card. Moving on. Xatu. Energy Warp. Move an energy from one of your opponent's bench Pokemon to their active Pokemon. I don't know. I don't really like that. 10 damage, 30 for each energy attached to you. Oh. So these kind of go hand in hand. Can you move? You could move something like to a doll, right? You can move like an energy up. So like if you're playing against Morpeko Hit and Run and you're playing this Xatu, you could move an energy up to the doll from the Morpeko, right? Because once you place the doll down, it acts as if it's a basic Pokemon. You just don't take prizes off of it. That would be interesting. I mean, that's one scenario. I don't know how many decks are going to be playing that many dolls, but I'm sorry that you're sick, Tug of War. Hopefully you get better. Hopefully you get better soon. Hopefully you can enjoy the content for today. We're kind of doing a couple different things today. Put 3 pistachio. Wait, what? Hold on. Hold on. John, what's up? How are you? We're reading the new Japanese set, or the next Japanese expansion set. Translations were dropped on PokeBeach. Put 3 pistachios. I hate PokeBeach humor. Puke. Yeah, I think Kyle mentioned this the other day. Man, I just keep mentioning Kyle. But Kyle should just co-stream with me. But he mentioned the other day that when they put out the translations for, or it was on Limitless actually. Limitless, when they had the proxies for Cincino, they write instead of the abilities like make do, but they redid it and they made the ability called not trade. I think that's funny. But what is 3 pistachios? 3 energies? Or 3 damage counters? This is probably damage counters, right? 3 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon any way you like. PokeBeach does this kind of thing often. Stop people. Control A, Control C, Control V. Wait, what do you mean by Control A, Control C, Control V? I don't know what that means. Remember, I'm kind of newer to the game, so I don't know what that is. They do consider damage counters to be nuts. Milter Lego, how's it going? Coming out of your lurk. Oh, Control A is mark all, Control C is copy, Control V is paste. Oh, so are you talking about like people just copying information and posting it on their like wannabe PokeBeach site? Is that what you're referring to? You can use pistachios as damage counters. It's official. It's official. According to the translation, you can use pistachios as damage counters. You don't need to use dice anymore. Kyle, next time I come over and we test, I'm bringing a bag of pistachios. Should I open tradable packs or keep them? You should trade them. You should trade them, Bomb. You should trade them. Because if you open them, you're not going to get what you want. But if you trade them, you can guarantee things that you need for your decks. Galarian. Also, this card art is so sad. This is so sad. Makes my heart sad. Perish Body. If this a Pokemon is your active Pokemon is knocked out by damage, flip a coin. If heads, the attacking Pokemon's knocked out. Does this find way in stall decks? Does this find way in stall decks? Wait till you get to Twin Energy. I know what Twin Energy does. I remember people talking about it like 2 weeks ago. But yeah, once we get to it, it's busted. But yeah, does this find its way? Hit and run. Oh. You could. You could, because then it's like, okay, so like in the instance of Kyle playing Morpeko Hit and Run last night against me, and me playing Stonejourner V, not having, or having very limited gusting. It is a stage 1, but like, stage 1s are much easier to find right now because of Evolution Incense. Like, we have searching abilities. You know, you still have Pokecoms and stuff. So, like, should we be... I mean, it's still a stage 1. You still have to find it, and you still could brick. So, I guess that's true. But, like, yes, it is still... I do agree. It is still a somewhat basic Pokemon-focused format. I do agree. Especially as long as Mewtwo's around. And then there's Pikarom that's going to be a lot better. That's all basics. Which kind of just, like, loses to Obstagoon. But that's a different story. Anyways, I really like this ability. I think it's really cool. Just got to hit Head's forehead. For a Psychic Colorless, 60 damage. The defending Pokemon can't retreat during your opponent's next turn. Wow, this is oppressive. Holy cow, Tug of War, 7 bits. Woo! Thank you so much for the 7 bits, friend. A Twitch Prime sub and then 7 bits. Man, I'm going to go buy myself a cheeseburger later. Anyways. Indeedee, a basic Pokemon. This is the male Indeedee. No, this is female Indeedee, right? This is female Indeedee, because the male Indeedee, the horns or whatever that is going up. The females is going down. That's right. Wait, does that mean... That means our Indeedee, there's no male Indeedee card. There's only female cards, because the Indeedee V is a female. Oh. I kind of wish it was a male then. So then you can have, like, both. I mean, I don't know if this card ever sees play, but heal 30 damage from each of your Pokemon? That's pretty cool. Kyle, this is what I put into Obstagoon to heal off your freaking Obstagoon shenanigans with Pidgeotto. And then Psybeam, 30 damage. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused. Interesting. So this is, when I was looking at this previously, just at like the card arts, I noticed this. So Dreppy, a dragon Pokemon, also a ghost Pokemon, is part of Psychic now. There's no dragon Pokemon in this expansion set in Japan, but I think one of the only dragon or part dragon Pokemon in the set are, boom, right there, or are right here in Psychic. So quick attack, 10 damage or 10 more. We've seen that before. Dracloak. I actually don't know like how to say this Pokemon's name. Bad streamer. Search your deck for a Dreppy and put it on your bench, then shuffle your deck. That's really cool, actually. That's really cool. Are there, again, no dragons? There are no dragons in this set, but there's been no confirmation. I don't think they did not say that they're removing dragon type. Like, they said that they're moving fairy types, but they did not say they're getting rid of dragon types. I'm hoping they're going to keep dragon typing to special cards. Yes, I do agree. I think if they keep dragon to special cards, that'll be really interesting, but I don't know what it would be weak against. Water Pokemon, maybe? If they made it weak against water Pokemon, that would kind of make sense because of ice. But other than that, I don't know. If this Pokemon would be damaged by an attack, flip a coin, prevent... Oh my gosh. So this is basically... this is like Whimsicott, but a stage 2, and not so big. So this is interesting. Oh yeah, to itself, it could be weak to dragon types. You're right. Ghost Dive, 120. Put 3 damage counters on your opponent's bench Pokemon in any way you like. Kind of cool. I don't know if this card sees play, because it's a stage 2, and Psychic decks are like Malamar right now. But yeah, Dragon should be weak to. What if Dragon had 2 weaknesses? Dragon and like something else. Do you think that would be too much, or that'd be really interesting to see a card with 2 different weaknesses? Although I think Dragon is still too prevalent to do that. It would make Dragon even worse. Well, ADP would still be played, but anyways, Galarian Farfetch'd into the fighting format. Rock Smash, 10 damage, flip a coin. This attack does an additional 30. Oh, okay. The other attack doesn't mean anything. Pierce, 40 damage. Meteor Assault, 180. This Pokemon can't use Meteor Assault again as long as it is the active Pokemon. What? So you can only use it once the entire game? ADP is only good because the card is broken and should never be printed. I have my thoughts on ADP, but we'll see next format how it does. This card is weird. So like if you... So you're... Okay, it resets when it hits the bench. Yeah, that's what I was thinking after like a hot second after I read that. But that's very interesting. Well, that does make sense though, because you can't go 180 2 turns in a row, right? It's not super bad in a format that has a couple switching options, but where can I see the cards? Gunslinger, I'll post the link in chat right now. Boom, there's the link right there. But Gunslinger, how are you doing today? Good to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's your first time in chat. Hope you enjoy yourself. You're a part of YouTube now. Anyways, Binnacle. Double chop. Flip 2 coins. This attack does 50 damage times the number of heads. It is 3 energies. I hate coin flips. Rock Hurl. 50 damage. This attack is not affected by resistance. Weakness, but not resistance. Hand Press. 80 damage. If you have more cards in your hand than your opponent, then it does 80 more damage. Ooh. Pair it up with Roxy. Interesting. It's really cool. Pair that up with Twin Energy and then Beat. I don't know. Anyways, Sandaconda V. So this is the Sandaconda. Yeah, no, this is just the regular Sandaconda form. Sand Crown. 30 damage. Attach a Fire Energy. Oh, fighting. The fire is R. I was like, attach a fire energy from your discard pile. That's pretty cool. Oh, because Sand Breath discards 2 energies. Oh, interesting. So as long as you can consistently do 220 every single turn, 220 is a lot actually. You can consistently do 220 if you attach it onto the field, you know, like your first turn where you can't attack, then you bring it up to the active, use Sand Crown, boom, you got 3 energies on, you survive, use Sand Breath, alright, there's discarding 2 energies, but then you could do... No, it would be every other turn because of Sand Crown. Never mind. I don't know. I don't know if this card is as good as I thought it was at first. May see a little bit of play. I don't really think so. I think Stonejourner is the better... is Stonejourner the better option? I mean, it has a VMax. I don't know. I don't know. Full Links! This card art is beautiful, by the way. I love this card art. Search your deck up for 2 basic Pokemon and put them on your bench, then shuffle your deck. Call for Family. It is a colorless. All of this is for colorless, so this could be a tech option. Very interesting. Play with Mally and discard a Psychic and Fighting so that it can be reloaded in a turn. It is fighting colorless, my alter Lego. You are correct on that. So... But then you constantly have to switch it, and it's a 3 retreat cost, so you need to be using a switch card. I think it's too clunky. In a format that is so fast right now, and like running with as deadly, I think it was either Deadly Beer or Glace said this earlier. It's running with just basic Pokemon, big basics. I don't think this card is playable right now. I think it's just not good enough. But Call for Family is really nice. We've seen this card, we've seen that attack before, but the fact that this is all colorless is really interesting. Team Attack. This attack does 30 damage for each Pokemon on your bench with Full Links in its name. So you can do only 120 damage at one time for this. Just in terms of base for Full Links without any attachments, anything like that, energy, whatever. Because this is the only Phalanx that's been printed, I believe. I don't think there's one in the Sword and Shield base set. So now going on to the Dark Pokemon. So Poison transition to Dark, if you guys don't know. It makes sense still this because Stunky and the evolution line is still a Dark Pokemon. It's a Dark Poison, I believe. So it still fits in here. Perfect. Poison Gas, your opponent's active Pokemon is now poison. That's just a twin energy, which we'll get to later. Still don't think it's that great. Slash is 50 damage, or Dark, colorless, 80 damage. Opponent's active Pokemon is now poison. The defending Pokemon also can't retreat. This doesn't stop Mallow and Lana or Switch card, though. Not a lot of decks, I think, manually retreat right now. So I don't think that's super great. But good thought, I guess. Impidimp, cool card. 10 damage, 20 damage. Morgrim evolves from Impidimp, 30 damage. False Surrender, 60 damage. This effect isn't affected by, or this damage isn't affected by any effects. 3 colorless. But Grimmsnarl with the ability Dark Limitation. As long as this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, your opponent's Pokemon pays colorless more to use its attack. Huh. So it's like Goomy. Whoa, My Alter Lego resubscribing at the tier 1 level 5 months now. Thank you so much. If you have gotten the Valentine's Day rewards from either Tug of War or My Alter Lego, both have resubscribed today. If you have emotes from those, make sure to please say thank you to My Alter Lego or Tug of War, because they don't have to do that. My Alter Lego, 5 months. Jeez, it's already been 5 months with you? Man, thank you so much again for a 5th month. I appreciate that. 2 subs today. What is it, resub day? Is it resub day here, chat? Anyways, I think this ability is really cool. But it has to be your active Pokemon. That's the thing. Feels like a lifetime. Sick of me yet? No, I can't get enough of you, My Alter Lego. Ooh woo. Dark, colorless, energy press for 100 damage. This attack does 30 more damage for each energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. So the ability and the attack kind of go hand in hand, which is really, really nice. Because, like, you want your opponent to attach more, right? Because of the ability. The ability forces it to attach more, and then the Grimmsnarl punishes that. But Dark has a problem with the energy acceleration, so I guess this kind of combats it a little bit. I don't know if you play this in Sableye Obstagoon. You kind of have a lot of Pokemon in it. Yeah, again, like we've said this a couple times, Deadly Bee. Like, we've said this so many times, like, too bad it's a stage 2. Like, we just hear that we're hearing that so much in this set. Like, it's a stage 2, though. It's crazy. Bring back double colorless. It's kind of coming back, My Alter Lego. It's kind of coming back. We'll get to that soon. Bronzor, doesn't have the ability of evolving. Turn 1, it's garbage. Bronzor, or Bronzong. 30 damage or 70 damage with this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. Then your opponent switches their active Pokemon with one of their bench Pokemon. So you don't get to choose which Pokemon switches with Gyro Ball for your opponent. But this would be better if it was your opponent switches one of their bench Pokemon and then you switch. Because then you can react to their switch. But now it's like, I think it's the same as Escape Rope, right? No, Escape Rope, they go first. But this is this is not good for you. I don't think this card is good. That's just what I wanted to say. So Honedge, Slicing Blade, 30, slash 30, double slash, 2 coins, 80 damage. 80 damage times the number of heads. Wow, that's a lot for coin flips. That does 240 damage max. No, it does 160. I can't read. Never mind. Still not that good. But Aegislash. We've had good Aegislashes in the format. We've had good Aegislashes in VGC. Let's see what this does. As long as this Pokemon is in play, any damage done to your Pokemon by attacks is reduced by 30. Can't use more than one Big Shield ability. Interesting. Power Edge does 130, so it's trying to be more of a tank. It's essentially like 170. No, it's, well, I guess you can't really say that. It's I don't know. As a stage 2, again, it's a stage 2. Is this really that good? You know, would Zacian play this? Zacian is already playing, like Zacian Melmetal is already playing Berserker, right? That's the evolution that it's geared towards. Which would you rather have? A lot of damage or only, because like the Berserker, you can stack you can stack the ability. With this, you cannot. I don't think it's good. Duraludon. 30 damage. Attach a mental energy from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon. Oh my god, it's for Zacian. Metal Patch. Duraludon. Melmetal. Holy crap. Only meme use with memory energy and tool drops stage 1. Oh, that's like a different Honedge that you're talking about. Yeah. Duraludon won't see play. You don't think people will play this a little bit? I mean, this means that you could be like a little bit more aggressive. Selfish Shellfish. Hello, cool. How are you, Shellfish? I think it's pretty decent. I think it would be something that's like, it's not a staple in Zacian decks. Like, I don't see this as a staple. Rare Candy is in Standard. It actually got a reprint in Sword and Shield. But I mean, with the Rare Candy, it's still hard to do your Stage 2 because you have to find the Rare Candy and get a Stage 2. And so, like, Zacian, oh, well, you can't find the, you can't do greens because of Zacian. So, like, how are you going to find it? You're going to put Inteleon in to find it? You're going to use Bill's analysis? Like, just to look at the top 7? I don't know. But Shellfish, I like the art too. I like the art in this set. It's been pretty good art, in my opinion. There's been a couple cards where I say, like, this is adorable, or I really like this art. I think this has been a cool set so far. I don't know if there's anything groundbreaking in terms of gameplay, but again, cool art. Burrow, discard one card from your opponent's deck. Wasn't this a... Wasn't this a card, an already card in Benelby, right? This has already been, that's already been an attack in Benelby. Burrow, pretty sure. But headbutt bounce, 50, blech. Diggersby, 3 colorless, discard up to top 6. Attack does 30 damage for each card. Whoa. Oh, yeah, the old one did have an ancient trait. That was like the ability or whatever thing. It's like that Regirock, the stall Regirock. Or like the, I just lost my train of thought where I was going with that, but... Yeah. Oh, it can attack twice, yes. That was the ability, right? It attacked twice. Discard top 6, and it does 30 damage. So it does 180 damage for a triple colorless. Does this find play in mill decks? I mean, I know it's a stage 1, but like, does it find play? Because this is different than Belelba and Bryson Man, where it's both players discard 3. It's... Oh, wait. Oh, never mind. Just kidding. Moving on. Hawlucha! Thank you, Deadly V. I just want Pidgeotto to work. I don't know why. I just want Pidgeotto to work. Somebody tweeted the other day that Pidgeotto was going to be a top tier deck. And I was like, please send me the list. 1 out of 5 worst card ever. Self-mill is not that great. It does, though. I just don't know how. I just don't know how it's going to work. Deadly Beat. That's the thing. I want to know how it's going to work. Anyways, Hawlucha. So Hawlucha being a normal Pokemon, because it is a flying Pokemon. This card art's really pretty, by the way. But Windfall, shuffle your hand into your deck, then draw 5 cards. So it's just a bad Marnie. Speed attack, 30 damage. Dubwool. Oh, this is a basic. This is a basic, chat. You don't need to evolve from Wooloo. Basic Pokemon. Interesting. Shuffle draw the worse than Cynthia and end your turn. I know, right? Just bad. Damage done to this Pokemon by attacks is reduced by 30. Nice. Automatically better than Aegislash, in my opinion. Revenge Burst, 120. This attack does 30 more damage for each prize card your opponent has taken. So it could do 150 more damage, so 270 at the most. This isn't insane. Yeah, I don't think this is insane, but it's okay. It is a triple colorless, but you can't use it on this Dubwool. Can't use triple colorless acceleration or triple acceleration because it's a basic. It's not an evolution. Now we go into the trainers. So the trainers, full bucket. Search your deck for 2 water energies, reveal them, put them in your hand, then shuffle your deck. Busted for Frostmoth. Busted for Frostmoth. Busted for Frostmoth. I did notice, Glace, that all of the Vs are basics. I did notice that. I noticed the Bolton. Well, actually, I don't think I knew that the Bolton was. No, I didn't know that the Bolton was. I'm just kidding. I lied to you, Glace, because I guarantee at the beginning of this video, I'm pretty sure I said, don't worry about there not being a Yamper, because there was a Yamper in base set, so you can still play it. We do have Yamper in the base set, so that's why you don't see like a Yamper right before this, because there will be a Yamper available. I'm a big dumb butt. Anyways, back to this water bucket. Please play Frostmoth. That's a really good card. This is really good. It's an item card too. Burning Scarf. Oh, this is the Burning Scarf that we were talking about with the Arcanine. Attach a Pokemon. Oh, wait. If this fire Pokemon card is attached to as your active Pokemon is damaged by opponent's attack, the attacking Pokemon is now burned. Oh, so this doesn't burn your Arcanine. This burns the opponent. So not only with this Arcanine do you get to burn them, but you put 100 more health on it. That's busted. Cool. I like this card. I wonder if it'll see play in like abilities art and stuff. Sonya. So coming into the trainers, I guarantee Sonya gets a secret rare. Search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon or 2 basic energies. Reveal them, put them in your hand, then shuffle your deck. Huh. But is this... Well, I guess this is better than Professor... Well... A lot of single prizes are playing like Jirachis also and stuff, so... Power Creep Pokemon Fan Club. Yeah, this is kind of worse. Roxanne Research Reprint. I don't know what Roxanne Research Reprint is. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is better than Pokemon Fan Club, I guess, because it is... You also have the option of 2 basic energies. But it's not... Yeah, I don't think it's that great. Maybe if you could play Sonya turn 1, maybe, but I doubt it. It's a DP supporter that did the same, but you can mix. Oh, you can mix it. Ah. No, it's not great. I mean, yeah, late game maybe, but like after you've used all your welders. Skyla. So this is the same card that we always know. Search your deck for a trainer, reveal it, put it in your deck, then shuffle your deck. It's honestly just a bad greens. Well, it's kind of a good greens. Well, maybe not even a good greens. Because, like, this allows you to play no matter what. Greens is like, hey, abilities. Skyla on 66 too. Oh. Well, they missed an opportunity, but that means that I will... Where's my binder? This will mean that if I decide to ever play Skyla... Where's that card? I can use my beautiful, absolutely stunning, one of my favorite full arts of all time. This Skyla. Absolutely beautiful, because it's the same card. It's like a reprint, so you'll be able to play your old Skylas as well. So if you've been playing for a while, don't worry. But I don't know if it'll see too much play, right? I don't know. But this could search for like evolution incense, so maybe this does see some play, right? Because aside from green, so like if you're playing Stonejourner and DD, I know I keep going back to this deck, but that's just because it's right in front of me. If you're playing Stonejourner and DD, what other card, or better card, I should say, what better card would there be than this Skyla to help you find trainers? Might as well play Drizzile. No, because like the thing that I have with this deck is you run out of bench space. You're very tight on your bench space. So no way I'd be playing Drizzile. Could you play this? Could you play this? What does Steven do? Steven is a supporter and an energy. So this is just any trainer card. Interesting. Interesting. I'm so mad about the fact that Phalanx is bad. I mean, Phalanx is bad, but I don't think it's like that bad. Skyla is bad in my opinion. Yeah. I mean, it was good in previous formats, right? It was good in previous formats. But just now, the way that the game has evolved, I just don't see it. I don't see it being super great. Yeah, the Versus Seeker format. Or with Zoro, I agree. It was good in that format. But just now, the way the game that has evolved, I don't think so. It goes as a one of in some decks. It could be a one of in some decks. Like I would maybe play it as a one of in here. I don't know. Is she falling? She seems like she's flying, right? Like, look at Skyla. She looks like she's really high in the sky because she looks like she's like not even close to the ground. So is she like, is she falling? Is she flying? I don't know. It was good before, now it's not so great. It would see like very limited use, I think. I think you would see this more in like Lieutenant Surge decks. Decks that play Lieutenant Surge. I think that's the only point of where you see this card. Maybe. That's just my opinion, though. I don't know if that's right. I am also not a regional champion or even a regional competitor. I've never played in a regional. I plan to someday, but being as my beginning months, less than a year of playing, but... Oh, yeah. No. This being in the format is nice, because that means you always have a trainer searching option. Because, like, greens is like, well, if you have abilities, you're out of luck. But now this is like, okay, you do get that option if you do want to play this card. But here, I guess, like, in this deck, it wouldn't be so bad in the Stonejourner deck, because sometimes I feel like I'm just looking for, like, one card. And you have you have a couple options. You have Juniper, or I'm sorry, not Juniper. You have Magnolia, you have Cynthia and Caitlyn. Well, you do have Guzmahala. You have, Mallow and Lana doesn't really search or draw. You have Marnie in here. I can't really find the Marnie. But, like, what I'm saying is, like, a lot of your options in here are discarding something. And so, like, this is good to not discard anything. Because something, like, you're limited on your number of energies, right? I play energy retrieval, so I can get energies back. But yeah, and supporters are incredibly good right now. So it's like, can you find the space for the Skyla? This would be like a one of in this deck, at least. This would be a one of. But Milo, discard up to 2 cards from your hand, then draw twice as many cards that you discarded. So you can draw either 2 or 4. You could draw 2 or 4. It's like a bad Roxy. I don't know. I guess you could do Skyla in greens decks, right? You don't hit greens? Well, you can Skyla for greens. Maybe. Something like that. That does make sense, Deadly V. I could see that. But I don't think Milo's that good. I mean, it's a draw supporter, yeah, but why not just play Roxy? Yeah, just play Roxy. Forehead. Anyways, Turf Field. So this is a stadium. We have seen this stadium, not in the past, but like we've known about this stadium for a little bit. Once during each turn, that player may search for the deck for a Grass Evolution Pokemon, reveal it, and put it in their hand. Then that player shuffles their deck. I swear, Grass is gonna be good. I feel like Grass is gonna be good. I don't know. That's just how I keep. That's the vibe that I keep getting. It looks like an card. It's like a card. Well, think about it. Like, Grass has so many searching options for basic Pokemon. You already have Evolution Incense. You have like a Grovyle from Lost Thunder that searches for any grass Pokemon that you want. And now you have Turf Field that allows you to get an additional, like Grass needs it. Yeah, you have Nest Ball for your basics. You have Quick Ball for your basics. You have a ton of supporters now that put down basic Pokemon. Like, yeah, the Pokemon are not super great. They're not super great. I don't know. It's limited on the Pokemon that you will see, but it's interesting. Training Core. Once during each player's turn, that Pokemon may choose a basic energy from their discard pile, reveal it, and put it into their hand. Interesting. I don't know if I would have this card, though. This helps my opponent too much. Like, yeah, it's good for you, but, like, if I'm facing a Zacian V, why would they use Metal? Well, Metal Patch accelerates energy. You can attach multiples, but I don't know if I like this. I don't know if I like that. It's going to be the Viridian Forest when it rotates out. Yeah, and except you can only put it from the discard. You can't, like, search for it in the deck. That's the only thing. But, like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it sees play right away. But yeah, when Viridian Force rotates out, maybe it sees more. But Twin Energy, this is what people are going bonkers over. This is what people are going absolutely bonkers over. This card provides 2 colorless energy. This card is attached to a V or Pokemon GX. This card provides 1 colorless energy instead. So this is the only card that I think I've seen in Sword and Shield that specifies Pokemon GX as well. But yes, this card does work for EXs. So your Seismitoad EX, boom. Secret Rare is going to cost a Fortune for Twin Energy. I think Twin Energy is going to be good. I think it's going to be played by a lot of decks. At least ones that play single prizers. I think it's at least a decent like retreat card. Chicken Nuggies, basically. Yes, it is 2 energies on an EX, which is crazy. Absolutely crazy. So that's the set list. Pretty interesting stuff. I still think it's a little bit harder for evolutions to run wild, although I think Grass has some of the best evolution searching options just because of Turf Field. Dang, hello, 12 sis. Did he miss that? What did I miss? The chicken nuggets? Single prizes are bad now. It's bad now. It is an okay card. I don't think single prizes are bad. It's just that I think in terms of like We constantly say like evolutions don't have support. I think grass is the only type that really has, I guess maybe psychic, but like that has like true support in providing like stage 2s or stage 1s. Oh man, you turf field? You could literally, that's so much easier to get a Butterfree turn 1. Although Butterfree I think is a garbage card, so why would you play it? But you can get a Butterfree turn 1. Surfetch, that stupid art. Wait, you don't like the Surfetched art? You don't like the... Where is Surfetched? It's down more. You don't like this art? I think it's kind of clean. I think it's cool looking. Name a relevant single prizer, then Mali Blacephalon. I think Blacephalon. Although, does Blacephalon hurt a lot more with Marnie? Because that was the problem with Blacephalon. I don't know. He's so dumb. He's so smug. This sounds like a situation where you were shiny hunting for Surfetched and you took a long time to find it. I'm just kidding, Shellfish. But yeah, I think the card art's really pretty. This is a beautiful card art. The Magikarp card art is really good. Where is that? There it is. The Magikarp card art's really good. I like this Chonker Pikachu. Oh, this is from the person that made the promo Dedenne and EVGX. Yeah. Phalanx should have more damage from like 50 to 60. 30 damage for each Pokemon bench with Phalanx in its name, but you could do 240 with weakness on one energy, on one twin energy. Like 120 with twin energy, and who knows, maybe Phalanx gets another print in another set. You know, we've seen English sets that have multiple prints of a Pokemon in one set. Ninetales is also really pretty. I do agree with Ninetales. Where'd that go? I really like this Ninetales card. You know, on the edge of the cliff. Please don't fall off the cliff. Looks like it's really windy. You could blow over and fall off the cliff. That would be really sad, but... Phalanx should have a rule that you can have Oh! That would be really cool, Deadly V. If you could have 7 Phalanx, because the card is just a bunch of little minis. I kind of like that. I kind of like that. You like Xatu. Xatu was a cool card. It's very, like, specific for what it does. In terms of moving the energy and then damage based on that energy. So I don't know. I don't know if it sees play. Tag Switch is going to kind of be not as popular, I think. But this art is kind of cool. I like the soft, like, light coming through and it kind of sitting. It's weird. I've never seen Xatu sit, though. But interesting with the... I do think the light is really pretty. It does add, like, some really good, like, layers to it. I think it's really good. My favorite card... I'm just kidding. That's so sad. Dreppy is just so funny. What other card art was really good? I think this card art's really bad just because it's so grainy looking, but this card itself as a whole is really grainy, so we'll get a clear picture. But I don't know if I like this art as it is. I don't know. Like, this one is so pretty. Skyla's just beautiful. Milo, also beautiful. I love Skyla. I think this is the best, like, baby Skyla card, like non-ultra rare. I think this is the best Skyla non-ultra rare. But yeah, we'll see if it gets another full art. Skyla already has 2 full arts. I don't think we'd see a third. It would be like the only supporter that has 3 full arts, I think, right? Yeah. It's already getting a reprint, which is crazy. All right. So yeah, because this has been part of a YouTube video, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the kind of analysis that we got. Water's pretty cool. Grass is getting better and better in terms of being able to use the evolutions, as much decks struggle with. Rillaboom does not have 400 HP. Shout out to Native Ryan, who one day thought that Rillaboom VMax was going to have 400 HP, and I told him that's absurd. 330. But yeah, no dragons, no fairies, obviously. But yeah, we'll see what happens in a later set. This comes out February 7th. In Japan, this set comes out in Japan on February 7th. I don't think we'll see this until like March or April. But there should be another mini set that comes with it before we get it in America and the rest of the world, I guess. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Trosis Gameplay YouTube. Check us out on Twitch. Peace. That was a cringy ending. I just hate doing...